only way you can know who's in control at this supply area is to read what's going on inside of the candles, right? Diving inside of the candles gives you an indication as to what's going on inside of the candles. Because remember, candles are a picturesque version of the orders between the buyers and the sellers. So coming into a key level and hitting buy or sell based off a hammer, an EMA crossover, or a breaker structure isn't simply viable. You need to understand what is going on inside of every single candle. And here we introduce two concepts, the delta and the volume. So let's just go back to our order flow. Let's just go back to TradingView for a second. So on TradingView, the way we want to be analyzing price is we want to understand that every demand zone is holding due to passive buyers. So we come into the demand zone, right? So we first enter the demand zone. And the way I want traders to think about this is I want you to think about what we call a XXX model. So the XXX model is something that I've designed, and it's super simple, right? So the XXX model, as you can probably tell by the name, has three key components. You want to know where to trade from, you want to know what to look for, and you want to know why you are looking for it, right? So these are the three things that contribute to the XXX model. And so the XXX model is important because you need to always have these three things ticked before you take a trade, right? So often the best trading is simple trading, and simple trading comes from having less steps, not more steps. So once you know where to trade from, i.e. you have this demand zone, you know what you're looking for. So buyers and sellers, you want to know what's going on over here. In this video, we're going to be focusing on the third and final step of the XXX model. And so the XXX model is basically the why. And so simply put, if I were to sum up the why in two words, it is basically using order flow. And so order flow is the only real way that you can tell whether a fair value gap, a demand zone, a breaker, or an I fair value gap is actually going to hold, right? And so order flow comes down to basically using footprint charts, right? Footprint charts are the fundamental backbone towards my trading, and it's the fundamental backbone towards supply and demand. So with that being said, if we just apply the XXX model to what we can see here and add a demand area, we want to understand what is going on inside of the demand area. So the only